Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for kickoffs and kick-ons.
Blue and green should never be seen without a colour in between, is what they say.
Yeah.
And you've nailed it, Jimbo.
Look. Beige.
Yeah, okay, so there shouldn't be a blue, beige and green. Anyway, 3, 2,
So
1.
Yeah. Thank you, and thank you for humiliating my outfit before we begin.
It screams of those blue chinos.
Do you
The
think
jersey's amazing, though.
Can I just say, Drew made the jersey. Donno, I did not pick any of this outfit. They're trying to make me more rugby. That's the thing that they do.
No one
No, you said
told you put those pants on. I said get
to
rid
me,
of those blue
wear
crocs.
those pants.
I've never seen those pants in
His
rugby.
blue balls are turned into blue pants.
Nah, they're not blue. They're black.
They are gangrene.
Okay, here we go. Bright green. Hello, welcome to Kick-Offs and Kick-Ons. KOKO Show. What a wonderful start. And what a wonderful weekend of international footy. England, they had their 10th win in a row, defeating New Zealand for the first time at Twickenham since 2012. Well done, England. Springboks, well, they basically won it with 13 men against those plucky Italians that put up quite the fight. Wales, they ended their run of 10 consecutive home losses by defeating Japan by only 1 point. Thank God for that. I'm sure there would have been cars burning in Cardiff if that hadn't have gotten over that last kick. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You're never wrong,
I
Jimbo.
was nervous. And then the Wind Pumas, they came from 21 points down to defeat the Scots there at Murrayfield. And there was another game that we don't need to get into. Ireland, I'm not sure.
Something about a record score.
Something about a record score. Biggest ever defeat over the Wallabies. They're in a test match. I've got a new little segment at the top here. It's called the KOKO's Lava Take. It's hotter than a hot take.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we just get straight into your first thoughts on the game. But we do have a very special guest. And I'm going to read an intro for him. And then do you mind if I have the opening question for Donno?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can have it.
This week on the KOKO Show, we are joined in the studio by everyone's favourite follically gifted fly half. This fella is slick, quick, from Randwick, and best of all, has a massive future in the game. Tommy, very good. He has played 17 tests for the Wallabies, and now he's cutting his teeth in the wild, wild west with the force. So please put your hands together for a man that is hairy and scary from Donaldson's Dairy. That is too good. I've got to pause for a second there. He is one fine piece of Aussie-grown Motorino-sponsored meat, and it is fair to say Donno is good. Tommy, you've peaked in your second last one. Please welcome Bondi's back sack and cracking Mr Ben, no back burning Donaldson.
Yeah, what up,
Tommy.
Too good.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I
I
think
think
it's
it gets better
knackered,
with
isn't he?
return guests
Oh,
because
okay.
he's not scared.
Yeah,
you know, 'cause
knows.
he gets a bit.
He just knows him a little bit.
Okay, yeah, very good. Nice work, Tommy. I've got the first question to Donno. Hello, Donno.
Hello.
Why are you here, mate? What are you... Because the Wallabies, correct me if I'm wrong, well, would they be in Paris now? Where would they be?
They'd be in
they would
Paris,
be in
and I'd
Paris.
say they're probably short of a 10.
Yeah, so yes, why are you here, Donno? What's
I'm
going on?
on holiday at the moment. A bit of an annual leave. Obviously didn't get picked for the tour, which is not ideal for myself. But love to be over there with the boys, but is what it is. And yeah, a bit of a break at the moment.
Looking very bronzed.
Yes.
And that sun's working hard to get through that
It
nice
is.
luscious layer.
Well, I think that's
Talk
the thing.
to me why such the
The
tan.
I think the luscious layer makes it look a bit darker.
That could be it.
Ooh, okay.
You look
be it.
good.
But where have you
Thank you.
been?
I've
Where have you
been-
been on your holidays?
I've been in Vietnam for the past
Okay.
11, 12 days. So it is hot over there, 30 plus degrees. UV up over 8 and 9. So getting out in the sun a fair bit.
What were you doing in Vietnam?
Just a little holiday with my girlfriend.
Nice.
Yeah, nothing special, but
Oh, that's lovely.
No, yeah,
Sorry about that. Jeez.
great trip. But yeah, something different in Vietnam.
What do you mean by that?
Never
Was
been
you didn't
there?
propose or
No
anything?
proposal,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
No, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So I hate to get back to the footy.
Not yet.
Do you mind if I get...
Oh,
is
yeah.
that okay?
Go on,
for it.
Prof.
Did they ever tell you why you're not there, Donno? It's weird. No, because we've
It is
sat
odd.
here.
No,
and
I'm
we've
sure
said
if you
why-
don't get selected, there'd be a.
But
maybe
did they...
give you
Was there
feedback or-
feedback?
Yeah, there's always feedback. Obviously, kind of ever since I got injured in South Africa, obviously haven't been back in the squad since then. So Joe gave me a bit of feedback. They were happy with the boys who had been in there after I got injured, and went back and played the Super AU. Probably didn't play my best footy there, which is probably another reason why I didn't get back into the squad. And yeah, a bit of feedback from Joe around physicality, contact, high ball work in the air. And yeah, other than that, he just said he was happy with the guys he had.
Okay.
And yeah, here I am.
I would have picked you. There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the last time that we saw Donno playing for the Wallabies was that third test, which we won in the British and Irish Lions series. So there's not going to be a bigger match than that one. So it is a bit baffling. For
And
me
also-
personally. You know.
Yeah, and also picking only 2 10s to go on the tour, and one hasn't played rugby in 2 years and played 1.5 games of league since. Like you'd think at least take 3 10s in that instance, and it's not just a 10, but you can play fullback as well. You played that, a number of times throughout your career. I know it was. I think for a lot of us, it's a little bit baffling, considering that no one's locked down that 10 position either, and it feels like that when you had your opportunities, you did well with them, and then like you say, sometimes an injury maybe comes at the worst time, and then other guys get an opportunity, and Joe seems to be happy with the ones that are there. But I mean, moving forward for you, like what is it that you feel like you need to do to kind of get yourself back in that picture?
I think a couple of things. One, just consistency. Obviously, I think my game style, the way I play, I like to try things and express myself and move the ball. And sometimes that comes with errors. Obviously, as a 10, you're going to touch the ball, you're going to have a lot of errors. But I think just my consistency hasn't been great, whether it's in Super or for the Wallabies. So that's one thing. And then just what Joe's told me around the contact area, my defence, my physicality, and then just the high ball as well. Obviously, the high ball is a massive part of the game, and the Wallabies are probably struggling the most out of anyone. So yeah, just those things I can keep working on, and that's what I'll be working on when I get back to pre-season.
Donno, talk to me in terms of that dialogue. So you've alluded to the dialogue you've had with Joe Schmidt in terms of some feedback. You spoke about you loving to express yourself as a 10 and play openly, which we're big fans of, obviously. Witnessing that. What's the dialogue like with Simon Cron? And how does it differ? Because
does it align? Yeah.
Does it align? Because we saw you play some outstanding football at the start of the year during the Super Rugby, kind of combining well with Kurtley Bill there at the back, which has opened you up a lot more. And we saw you taking some form into the international series. So in terms of that kind of the dialogue, that feedback, does it align? Is it different?
No.
How are you going to get your best football out of either coaches, really?
Yeah, the feedback's quite similar. Obviously, at the Force, we play a brand that Chrono wants the 10 to drive. The 10 touches the ball most out of anyone. We like to play with width. We like to move the ball. And I guess the Wallabies play a little bit different, whereas, as you're probably saying, it's a lot off 9. It's a lot tighter. The 10 doesn't probably run as much. He gives the forwards early ball. They can play. So that's probably where I maybe struggled a little bit when I came into the Wallabies, because it wasn't kind of my natural game. And but Chrono's, at the Force, he's been awesome. He kind of revolves a game plan around the 10 because he knows that's my strength. He wants me to run. He wants me to move the ball, get involved. And guys like Max Bury, KB, whoever's in that role. So, I guess I just got to go out to the Force and play that way. And if I get another opportunity with the Wallabies, really take my strengths into the Wallabies as well.
Is there a growth opportunity there for you in terms of understanding how the Wallabies play and how Joe potentially wants a 10 to play, taking that somehow into a Super Rugby season and kind of having that dialogue with Cronny to make sure that you're fitting both styles?
I think so. I think, well, first and foremost, I just want to play whatever team I'm playing for, however the coach wants to play. As well, you've always got to adapt and play what's in front. And that's probably one thing that myself and the 10s haven't done well with the Wallabies. Rabs has probably done it the best as he comes in and sometimes he's gone away from the game plan. He plays something that he sees just off the cuff because that's how he plays. Yeah. So that's another part to it. But yes, there's definitely parts that I can probably work on at the Force, what the Wallabies are also looking for.
Yeah, but see, that's where, if you're a 10, like, so talking to JK on the way up, he pestered me quick little shout out for JK. He's just talking about, he's watching.
Just explain who JK is. So.
John King. He was head of Myer, he's CEO of Myer, but he's now left. Hence, we had a deal last year with Myer, and this year we don't. So that's the history of JK. Great.
Actually, that's where I got these pants.
That story he was telling us about the line-out call? Schmelly or...
Yeah. That might be a Patreon story.
Okay. But, yeah, just more around that structure. So as a 10, you've got your structure, and surely there's a game plan that the coach sets out. And as a 10, for me, the way I would think about it is the structure or the game plan is so you know where every player is going to be. And now you can play eyes up footy because you know where everyone is. But it seems like everything's off 9 and it's so tight. Whereas if you've got a 10 that runs with the ball and can threaten the line, that's going to open up that space for the 9 to run, to carry for the forwards. Whereas if you only play tight, we saw on the weekend, Ireland just belted off the line, smacked that second man because he was the only one getting the ball, and we didn't really readjust. Having the ability to play off 9 and 10, I think, is where we can expand our game a little bit more. That's just my opinion. Like, just listen to Donno talking there. It's just like, for me, it's so frustrating because we've got a great runner of the ball, but that can also distribute, make good decisions, play within the structure, but still have the ability to play eyes up rugby.
Yeah,
you know?
and the extension of that is having another ball player in the back line that can play on both sides of the ruck, right? So then you've got a 9 that can go either side and a 10 or a ball player either side that stretches those initial defenders. And then all of a sudden you've got options. At the moment, it looks like we're just doing the same thing and we're getting picked off way too
And then we're running out of numbers.
Yeah.
And all we can do is kick and, I don't know. It is a frustrating watch on the weekend.
Well, let's get into that. Are we happy to do that? We can come back to Donno. We'll talk some Western Force. People want to hear, this is the KOKO's lava take. So Ireland 46 defeated the Wallabies 19. Third straight loss in that, what we call the spring tour.
Yep.
Gentlemen, why? What's happening? Are we on the slide? Is it season fatigue? Are we dropping off in the last 20 minutes? Who would like to go first here?
No, I think what Swoop said last week, I think emotional fatigue maybe is playing a bit of a toll. Like, it seems like we can get up for those real big games, like the Lions series and then the one in South Africa as well. But we've been on a bit of a steady decline since then. We won that one game against Japan, but probably not as impressively as we probably would have liked or should have won by. And then, it's just the little things, right? Like working off the ball, getting back in the line, working back to help the guys in the high ball situation. Look, the high balls are an issue.
Yeah.
And I think the more that we talk about it, the more it's becoming an issue. Maybe, again, it's a mental thing. They're like, shit, here comes another high ball. Like, sometimes you can get a bit of the yips. Like, I had them through my career. Sometimes you'd see them like absolute watermelons. Other times you're like, oh, like you almost don't want them to put up a high ball. But like we've been saying, it's not just the guy that's underneath the ball to catch it. It's the work around it. Now, that initial guy didn't do well on the weekend. In the contest, up in the air, there was too many drop balls.
16 times.
Yeah, but then also some of those are the initial take, but then others are what happens after it when they flood that breakdown. Like, it happened far too often. Even if we did catch the ball, Ireland would flood it, and then there'd be issues. It'd spill out, or they'd get the turnover, or they'd disrupt our ball. So that's become a real issue. And off the back of that, it's very hard to get any sort of momentum or put pressure on the opposition if you 16 times you can't field a high ball.
What are you doing at training, Donno, for the high ball?
The boys do plenty of work on it, which is the interesting thing. I guess it's always different in a game because you've got someone coming through. The rules are obviously changed, so it's a genuine contest in the air now. But to be fair, the boys do plenty of work, whether it's the wrong work or the right work, you don't know. But they're doing the stuff with the noodles, the turtles, the pads. Boys are getting up. And the nines have got there, kick some good boxes as well. So it's not like they're slouches. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one because you see other teams doing it quite well. So it is interesting.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty consistent theme. Most teams will put that kick on. That kick every time is on the money. Like, it's been a good kick. And they're kicking on their terms. So it's almost like they know we'll go a couple of phases, or let's just go kick here, pressure the breakdown, and that's their game plan to get into games. Whereas when we kick, it seems like ours is a bit more reactive because we've had a crack. Oh, shit, we've got nothing else to do now. Let's go for the kick where we've got a lot of pressure on our kickers, and maybe it's not as accurate as what the opposition's doing. Like, we need to probably rethink that strategy, as well as our receipt once we get the ball, getting into some shape or creating some, I don't know, just make it a little bit more challenging on the opposition.
I mean, line-out struggled on the weekend. It was an interesting one. Like, Nick Frost has been great for us this year. Then he starts on the bench. You put Tom Hooper, who's been at 6, into the second row. And then you've got Fessler come in to start at hooker instead of Billy Pollard. Like, it's just so many changes. Makes it hard to be consistent. And I mean, it's become a bit of a common theme now. The 10s, there's way too many changes. There's just all this rotation of players and resting and all that sort of stuff. It kills your opportunity to be cohesive and form combinations.
On the flip side, I thought Ireland were very, very good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were miles better than they'd been the previous weeks. That first 10 minutes, the whole game, 80 minutes, their line speed was spooking us, and we didn't really adapt at all there. I would like to see a little bit more variation. Even Lenny Flickytail's try. That came off a forward pod, gave himself a little bit more depth, was able to play inside. Now we can get him behind the line and create momentum that way. But, yeah, Ireland, that first 10 minutes when they had the ball, like Mack's first 2 tries, it was just slick attack. They were moving at speed. Everyone knew their role. Like, it was, they actually played really well, Ireland, so you've got to give them credit.
Absolutely.
We had the opportunities as well. So when you talk about the lineouts lost, because they had, without Ireland were 100%. Their set piece, we were 67% with our lineouts. So 6 times they stole it from us, and a couple of those we were 5 metres out.
Yeah, a couple of overthrows,
Yeah, so if you think about it, you know, if we nab those 2 tries there, it's a completely different contest, right? So,
but
what's going
again,
wrong?
it's the throws, it's the pressure,
Right,
it's the, you know, like when they're sitting there waiting and they're Ireland are trying to disrupt it by verbalising whatever they're doing, you know, putting pressure on getting up and whatever, and then all of a sudden it's an overthrow or it's stolen. Like it's.
Why are they getting 100% and we're getting 67? Is it
Well,
because
I think some of those things that we just spoke about,
Yeah,
like there's so much
selection,
change.
potentially,
Change. The guy that's coming in and calling it is different. So the options are different. Like there's just so many different elements to it. But and obviously Ireland putting pressure on us. But I don't know. I'm struggling to understand some of the selections in the last 4 to 5 games. Like even like now, like James comes back in. He's at the moment over there. He's our best 10 option.
James O'Connor.
And so that he doesn't play in the first 2 games. They bring him back for the Ireland game, and then after that say, "Oh, thanks, you're surplus to needs. Go home again." Like that's if that's there's a bust. Let's throw him under it. See ya. Thanks, mate. Now you can go home.
So obviously what Carter Gordon must be.
Yeah, like it must have been he had a strain
against
after the Italy game and not needed, but he's still like, I think in a lot of people's eyes, out of the 3 over there, he's the best 10 option.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he did some good stuff. And like Donno was saying, you could see what he's trying to do, like playing off cuff, and it just didn't work. It was almost like the one little pass, or we had a couple of drop balls, but the opportunities were there, and Rabs was seeing him and taking him. Execution maybe a little bit off.
Well, there's also a couple of times where he got a ball out the back, and some of like the players on the outside already were in front of him, played over in front. Right? So again, just those little fine things like in combinations that you get by having week in, week out. Like he should have been there since like from the Lions series. Like.
Well, you've never seen Rabs. I've never really seen him too animated or upset, but he was with the Wizard when he put that high ball over
the Wizard.
chase.
Wizard had a bit of a night to forget. He forgot his wand on Saturday night.
It's Harry Potter, is who they're talking about there. Obviously, that man, Mack Hansen, it's a funny thing, like last week with Liner and Ione scoring, and then this week we've got Mack Hansen scoring 3 tries against us. First bloke to score for Scotland was Jack Dempsey. What's it saying about...
First start too, at fullback for Mac Daddy.
What's it saying about Australian rugby that...
No, don't go down that path.
Don't go down that path?
Well, they left when they weren't first choice. They weren't the players that they are now.
Okay.
And they had their choices. They made their choices. That's not on Rugby Australia.
No, I know.
We can't just sit there in hindsight and because all these players have gone on and had great careers like that, it's Rugby Australia's fault. Because there's been plenty that have gone overseas and been shit. So like, should Rugby Australia be pat on the back for that?
Well,
like we can't have it one way and not the other.
No, I was more going down the path. It's almost rubbing salt into wounds.
Yeah,
right? When you sort of see who's doing the damage against us.
I mean,
he did play well though. Mac Daddy.
Oh yeah,
at fullback,
even on
first game
high
back.
balls too. Leaping us.
What about? I've made a reference of his odd boots when he was running out. He wore
had
one white
strapped.
and one black. No, he had one white and one black. He was asked after the game. They said, "Mate, what's the go with your boots?" He said, "Well, to be honest, Canterbury asked me to do it because that means all the kids have to buy 2 pairs of boots."
Very good. What's when you're talking about Mac before a game? Like, what sort of tape are you doing on him? What's the like? How do you defend him? How do you shut him down, or is it just?
He's interesting, isn't he? He just moves well. Like he's not the biggest bloke. I've seen him with his shirt off. He doesn't have the best rig, but
shocking.
He must he's quick. He must be pretty strong. So he just moves well. He knows when to pop up in the right areas, as you saw on the weekend. He swings well off edges. So he played well.
Well, Andy Farrell was saying that he comes in and he's able to be himself because he prepares so well. He's really across the detail, and so like for him to come in at fullback, unfamiliar territory for him, and to express himself, because I think they were alluding to the boots as well. And he's like, no, but Matt can do that because he's done the work, so he can go out there and express who he is. And it's not just in the game, obviously. It's his moustache, it's his tattoos, it's his boots. It's just like his like charisma and characteristics. But the reason he pops up in those spots, like you say, he reads the game well because he's right across the detail. Andy Farrell made reference to that.
Imagine the pressure you're under if you're wearing odd boots and Eddie Jones is your coach. Like, we'd be under pressure even if we had a long sleeve when it was cold.
Well,
You'd have a go for that.
I thought that when because Rabs had the long sleeve skins
I
top
saw
on,
that too.
and so in 2005, I played at Lansdowne Road against Ireland, and first half wasn't my greatest half of footy, and at half time Eddie goes, "Gee, what the fuck are you doing, mate? You may as well not even be out there. Like, you've done nothing, mate." And I was like, "Oh," he goes, "You know why it is, mate? You're wearing a long sleeve shirt. You're too worried about the cold, mate, not the rugby." Because I've never seen someone play well in a long sleeve shirt. So of course I took it off. I scored 2 tries in the second half.
But as you said, amazing, this Irish side, like Jamison, Gibson Park.
Yeah, when he moved to the wing, he was
Yeah.
still amazing.
Yeah.
there.
It was.
He's got some jets. Yeah, he's just a good footy player.
What about that little the substitute halfback, little Bondi
Casey.
guy? Jeez,
Craig
he's got
Casey. Yeah.
some
I
gas.
thought Prendergast was very good.
It
Yeah,
was very, his boot was very
Kicking
good.
game, yeah.
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 And
Weird
welcome
that
back
he got-
field goals. Like, we haven't seen them.
That was England.
No. Prendergast
He
kicked
hit
one
one
as
as
well.
well,
Yeah.
Must go on the toilet that stage. What was the score?
Oh, who knows? They
They're up
won.
by 4, then you put them to 7 in front.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
obviously
right.
George Ford.
Yeah, 40.
We'll get into that in a second. Anything else out of that game, guys? Anything for Wallabies people watching at home?
Yeah, for me, I would like to see just like throw the kitchen sink, like have a crack, like as in obviously within the structure of the game, but to watch as a fan or even as a player, if you played a style of game where you didn't fully express yourself, you've always got regret. I'd love this team to come off after playing France. May not have won, but at least we had no regret. Like we had a crack, we played eyes up, we actually moved the ball, got everyone involved, used the full width of the field. I feel like at the moment we're using like 70% of the field.
I thought we would look better when we got down into their A zone. Like, we executed pretty well down in that part of the field. That's probably one area where we could come away with some positivity around. But I think also, like, I mean, I've seen on X and Insta and all that sort of stuff last few days, it's got pretty negative. Like, and I understand because it's, it's been hard to watch the last 5 weeks. We're sort of sitting here alluding to some of those feelings as well. But I think it's also time to still get around the boys. Like, you've got to get around them, got to support them and just like back it. Know that some of it's obviously they're doing, some of it's out of their hands, but we've just still got to back them. And I know, I just feel like sometimes it's not the rugby supporters, it's the general sort of sporting fan that almost like to see the Wallabies do poorly. And that's who are probably the loudest at the moment. And I just love the boys to just fucking stick it up on this weekend.
What do you say, Drew? Different fans and supporters?
Fans and supporters. So fans are the ones that just back you when you win. Supporters are there when you win and lose. Like,
Yeah, so we want
with you no matter
supporters.
what.
Love it.
Yeah.
And
So be a supporter, don't be a fan.
Yeah. And it has been a very long season. We're about to do Test Match 15. Donno, you know these guys well. You can probably see that they're fatigued, that they're up against it. And we beat the Lions in that third Test match. Let's face it, we basically beat them. And then beat the Springboks.
Yeah.
First time at Ellis Park. Beat, they were the Lost
Argentina.
Pumas.
Yep.
Beat them as well. So, like, if you look at 2025,
Yeah, it's just the back end.
just the back end.
Little
So,
long.
go the Wallabies.
And 9 p.m. probably they'd be playing.
Late.
That's a long day. It's a long.
It's a tough day.
Are you having
game
dinner
day.
before that? Would they head out for a steak or something around 7? Or
You probably could.
You could do a few things, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're long days. You wake up in the morning and it's almost like by the time you play, it didn't feel like it's the same day.
Yeah, you have 3 sleeps.
Why do the French play so late?
Well,
That's
that's
what-
just their prime
What we
time.
do, that's dinner time. Dinner's actually after that.
Amazing. All right, let's move on to the next game. England 33 defeated New Zealand 19. New Zealand jumped out to a 14-0 lead. You thought, here we go, All Blacks running rugby. Good luck, England. And then they just slowed it down. As I said, forward with those couple of field goals to what do you call it? Scoreboard pressure? Is that what you guys like to call it?
Yeah.
Got them to, was it 11-12 or something
Yeah,
at
get 'em
halftime,
back
Tommy?
within a point.
And then they just got it done. 10 in a row. Is this England side for real? Tommy rang me this morning, said he's put $50 on them for the World Cup.
Oh,
Said don't say that on the podcast.
Tom's a dog.
Sorry, mate. Forgot.
And Tom bets bigger than 50.
Yeah,
He
he
tells me 50. I know how much
50
it
grand
actually is.
Yeah.
of daddy's money.
Are England the real deal.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, even the Pom squad that they've got coming off
Yeah.
the bench, like it kills me how well they're doing. You know, frustrates me, but they are good. What they're not good at is dancing.
You didn't
the
like
TikTok, I
dance?
couldn't really get around it. Like, it's good that they're expressing themselves. I love characters in the game, so I think it's great. I just, it's not a band I want to be a part of.
Can I ask if that exact same dance, but it was Donno and Razor McWright and Harry Wilson and Bobby V, would you have liked the dance?
Oh, I would have messaged Muzz. I said, mate, you need to muzz up a little bit more.
More muzzle.
Yeah, more muzz. Stop the dancing.
Well, our teas will have already been out by now, so tell us in the comments whether you like ours or theirs.
Oh yeah, of course we're doing the dance in that. Let's name some players here that dominated. Alex Mitchell,
Yep.
again,
Yeah.
they're nines.
He's going well, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
I think George Ford, like, he's just carried on that form that he had during that Lions series when he was with England. I think I've seen a real step up in leadership when he's out in the field. Like, he just looks confident in his decision making. He just looks more assured of himself in that test arena.
Donno, have you played against this current England side? I'm trying to think.
Last time I played them was last year when we beat them over there. So
That's right.
a few of the same, most of the same boys, but
More reason why you should be there.
Have you seen a big shift in sort of attitude from them since then? That's probably one of the last games they lost. Now that
yeah, probably. I think they just look quite confident at the moment. Obviously, Pollock's a character in the game. He's oozing confidence, and it's probably rubbing off on the rest of them, to be honest. And like you said, they're 9 and 10 are playing real well, controlling the game very well, and yeah, just looks like they've got a lot of confidence at the moment.
He can play Pollock, right? But
He can, yeah.
with the social media cut downs of the reels with him licking his lips when
Oh, yeah.
posing the haka.
Not
I
at a restaurant.
didn't really. I don't know how that sat with me. It's a little bit odd. He's not at a restaurant, but what do you reckon that is? Is that ham? Or is that a
I
genuine
reckon
moment? Like, I'm.
You know, when you're in front of the haka, you can see the big screen behind.
Yeah, he's hamming.
So you know when you're on. But
Yeah.
again, he's delivering. And if anything, he's putting more of a target on his back.
Yeah,
And he
he's
just keeps
wanting the
aiming
smoke.
up. So you've got to respect that.
I do.
I saw some comment. I think it was Jamie George. He's the oldest player in that squad, and he was on the way that they were set up to face the haka. He was on the front of the other side, and Henry Pollock being the youngest, he was going to be on the flank on the other side. And the senior players are a bit worried about putting him out the front because they didn't know what he was going to do.
So that was a plan.
So they have oldest and the youngest, and then everyone in between, and Henry being the youngest, and they just weren't really sure if they could trust what he was going to do in response.
Has he got a bit of triple threat about him?
Oh, he could. You mean?
Yeah. No, that's
He has to, yeah.
No, that's not very nice. You shouldn't accuse anyone of having triple threat.
Do you know
until
Henry
you know
Pollock?
him.
Have you?
I versed him Force v Lions.
Yeah.
He played that game. Didn't really speak to him after the game. He was chatting to a few boys. He was laughing, so I don't know.
There you go. Ben Elements again, 20 carry night, and the All Blacks. Obviously, plenty of injuries there. We know that. Sort of nine of their top squad out, but I'm assuming that both the North and the South Island are currently in crisis mode.
Oh yeah, they're turning on them hard.
They've been turning on them hard.
Yeah.
Is it that a lack of depth? Is it too many injuries? What's happening over in New Zealand?
Mate, I think it's a combination. I think it's England are a solid side.
Yep.
I just think I think for so long, All Black supporters probably got so used to winning and winning convincingly, and times have changed. Like the landscape of world rugby at the moment, up there in the top 6, 8 in the world, like people are beating each other quite regularly. So it's not as dominant, and maybe the expectations are still the same, but the reality is different.
And it's one game.
Yeah.
Like, they'd just beaten Scotland before. Like,
No,
they
I
were
know,
going
but
for the.
I'm just
clean.
we're pretending we're in New Zealand.
Yeah, I
And
know.
So the
I
sky
don't ever
is
do
falling
that.
in. There's the collapse of New Zealand rugby.
It was uncharacteristic that they got out to a lead and then got chased down. Like, that's not really. Usually it's them chasing down. Some teams will start red hot against them and then they'll just grind them down and win that way. So maybe England deserve more credit. They just totally shut them down and they're playing well.
I heard a stat on another podcast. Been 10 years since Australia kicked a field goal in a test.
Who kicked that?
Was it you?
I don't know. Like I honestly
I thought that
don't
was
know.
what we meant.
No,
It was
I don't know.
I don't know. It's been 10 years. So Donno, when you're back in there,
Barnsley
if
used to kick
Have
a
to hit
few.
one.
you could slot one for me.
Yeah.
That's on
We're
that.
talking
He played
10
last.
years.
Nah, I mean,
No,
the
he
people
would've-
I hit was
Bernard? Was it you?
Nah.
Definitely wasn't
I was
me.
2015. Last one I hit.
2015. Yeah, there
That's
you go.
10.
It's you.
That's 10.
Back it
Oh
up.
yeah, it was me. No, I didn't know.
Well
but
played.
Bullshit. You just walked us down a path.
He
No,
sent
it
me a
wasn't.
text earlier, said bring up the 10
well
year
played.
thing.
No, sorry, it was 2009. My one.
Oh.
So I was wrong.
Very good. Any other takeaways from
go.
that game, guys, apart from England?
Which
No,
was
good on
England.
Flying.
I like their shape. Like similar to what we were talking about it before you guys turned up. I was turning up with Tommy. How they've got power runners, like even centres that they'll move up to link in with the forwards. That's something that we could bring in, especially with someone like a Len that's got a real strong carry game, but a nice sleight of hand and just a variety.
And even to bring in someone like Joseph Sully, because we're struggling to bring him into the game a little
ball,
bit.
yeah.
Right?
That's why I think even on our pod, we kept hitting the middleman that was getting smoked. If we just went either deeper and then shift in and around that guy that's coming off the line, or go to that third man
Yeah.
with a Swali leading
the
up,
edge, yeah.
like a tip runner, and that's going to really either sit the defence down with a 10 out the back, which means that we've got a chance to get them on the outside, or they'll see the 10 coming drift, Swali straight through. It's just more of a dangerous shape, I think.
You saw Ireland did that exact shape. Hit the third guy out the back to the 10, or hit the centre inside ball back to the 10, sweeping around. It's something to think about for sure.
Well, you can't really, like even those two guys there, you can't just dismiss them. Because if the 9 gets out and plays them, like you've still got to be like honest on the inside with your defence. So if we could just get that wider, get outside the teeth of the defence, I don't know what Joe's looking to do, but like
Mate, it all
that's
makes
just
sense.
looking. I don't know.
I think everybody feels that that basically he's not getting enough of the ball, when you consider how damaging he is.
Yeah, you don't hear his name enough in a game.
No, and in the 20-minute cut down I watched, because I was out of range in Kangaroo Valley, he barely touched it
Yes.
in that 20-minute cut
What
down.
are you doing there?
Down in Kangaroo Valley? It's
Yeah.
still a family vacation.
What do you do there, though?
The ironic thing is there's way more wombats.
Is it
Oh,
You go to Jimbaroo?
No, but I'm going to this Christmas holidays if you want to come.
nocturnal, aren't they, wombats?
Yeah, they are.
Do you see any during the day?
Thanks. That was so quick.
I don't think you watch for
Why'd you
on
bring
your
it up?
family Christmas. Seriously.
Yeah.
No, I know, and it was a token invite.
Oh, look, here's bad Santa.
Yeah, I know. Don't go near bad Santa, kids. He's drunk again. All right.
He's so big.
Argentina 33 defeated Scotland 24. Another comeback.
Yeah,
Scotland.
21-0.
Yeah. And absolutely firing. And then a little yellow card. I'm not saying it was all his fault, but Blair Kinghorn changed it. 14 on 15.
I mean, they
and
can
then-
play like Argentina.
Mm.
You give them an opportunity, like Carrera's coming off. And I think they rotated their team as well, which is speaking volumes for their depth. They're in a good spot, and unfortunately, they're guaranteed 6th, I think. Can they get lower in the world rankings? But we're definitely done. We stay at 7th. Yeah.
We're 3 points behind now, Tommy said, and heading the wrong
But
direction.
yeah, they're a great team to watch when they're on. Argentinians, Donno, obviously you've played them
Yeah, well,
more recently than us, but
the game we played last year over there, we were up 21 or 28-7 or something, and then they end up putting 60 on us. So
That's right.
remember,
we
remember.
were on the flight home, weren't we?
the day game over in, can't remember where it was.
Yeah, that was a tough match.
We were up 20, 25 minutes. Thought we were in, and then they flick the switch. They get 1 or 2 quick tries, and they're bloody hard to stop.
5 tries. 5 straight tries in about, was it 20 minutes or something? And then that's it. Scotland. But they should be 6th in the world, if not higher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Argentina, the way
absolutely.
they're
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
It's,
Yeah,
it's
but I mean,
amazing.
they've also, like, World Cups, they feature every time, like semi-finals, quarterfinals, semi-finals. They're a good side.
Scottish fans booing as well at the end. I don't know if you saw that
No.
at the end of the
It's
match.
not like Scots to boo.
No, but I know what it feels like to be booed by a Scot
Yeah.
for underperforming. I know
Oh, really?
firsthand.
You underperform
really?
often
Sometimes it's boo
before you
If I'm-
started.
before I even begin. Yeah, it's. Did you guys ever get booed?
Oh, yeah. At Toulon, Toulon they would whistle.
Oh,
So if you hear the whistle, it's almost like getting the sheds and like getting your car.
and
just
that was
go,
the local
don't go out.
fans
Yeah,
that
it's
were.
almost like
We
on the flip side, if you're winning, they throw the papers. Even with, say, 20 minutes to go, and we're going, hey, you've crowed a little early here.
Geez, oh.
We got booed a lot in one year, in, was it 2010 for the Waratahs? And we had to, some person at the Waratahs thought it was a bright idea to have a fan forum. So there was Michael Foley was the coach at the time. Myself and Benny Robinson had to front a fan forum, like an auditorium of disgruntled fans, and they just fucking peppered us about why are you not doing this? Why are you like? I mean, I had a broken ankle, so there's not a great deal I could do.
How did you handle that?
Oh, pretty well, but fan supporter kind of thing, you know. Like everyone can throw stones.
Did you point?
I said, I'll see you all tomorrow in your office. I'm going to come and heckle you, you bastards.
Don, have you been booed yet over there in Perth?
Nah, not in Perth. They're pretty loyal over there in Perth.
Yeah.
We just say blue.
Win, lose or draw, they're all there. They're all
happy?
they're all clapping. So
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Wales, as we said, they got it done against Japan. They needed that. I think that was going to be 10 in a row.
Yeah.
But Evans managed to slot the penalty. I'm glad they won.
Do you see Eddie Jones's comments? He goes, if I was a rugby fan, I'd ask for my money back. The problem is the Welsh couldn't afford to pay them back.
He's also blown up about the yellow cards. He's
I agree, though. There's been how many this weekend there has been yellow cards and
reds
some even to reds.
That permanent red, the South African.
Oh, there's a cut all hard.
Well, Adams from Wales, he's got upgraded when he was off from a yellow to a 20-minute red card.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it looked ugly, but I don't know. I mean, like in terms of it was reckless, like entry into the ruck. I don't know if it meant it should have been a red. I don't think he actually hit anyone, did he?
No, I don't think he did.
They're saying it was contact to the head, but
and they've had like a good chance to review it as well, and they still upgrade.
Yeah, I haven't had a good chance to review it. So
no, but you will. You always do. You go through all the yellow and red cards, and you send them through to us. It's very good of you. Donno, do you sit and watch all these test matches? Do you?
I didn't this weekend, but I usually I love watching my footy, so I usually watch most of them. If not, I watch the mini match or the ball in play. But yeah, this weekend I only watched the Wallabies. That was about it.
It's it was a great weekend. International footy.
You had a few comments throughout those tests about players, so you just threw those comments.
Oh, sorry, I've watched the highlights and mini matches of some of them, but not the full games.
You think he's just tossing things up?
Yeah, I reckon he's just trying to crowd a bit of stir.
Donno.
I love it.
South Africa, 32, defeated Italy, 14. It was a tussle, and as we said, for the second week in a row, straight red. So the South Africans played most of the game with 14, and for a 10-minute period, even had 13. I think this Italian team is going to do all right in the Six Nations, based on what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
playing good footy.
Yeah.
Rusty's scratching his head. He's saying he understands what they're what the referees are saying. He's like, what do we do? I don't know how else to coach them. Like they're 2 meters tall. Like,
yeah, Mostert. How tall's he?
Yeah, he's up there. He's second row.
7 foot.
Yeah, just shy of.
Explain to me why that was red.
I think the issue is that they're just not getting their arms around fully. So if the arms aren't wrapping, then there's no mitigation that comes into play. So like last week's one with Lou Diego, he came through and his arm was tucked. He wasn't actually getting it around the player. So as soon as your arm's tucked, then there's no mitigation regardless of height or any other circumstances of the player falling or whatever else. No mitigation comes into play if the arm's tucked, because it's foul play rather than dangerous play or whatever it might be. But I think that's where there's probably a bit of ambiguity around, or people from different countries will see it differently.
There you go. Well done, Springboks.
That's where Dingo, there'd be no issues there. Remember with Robbie Deans? You'd always have to have your hands up at every time.
Yeah, right.
Always hands up like that.
When you're defending.
Yeah.
Like basketball.
Waiting there, yeah.
Defensive stance. Love it. And then obviously France defeated Fiji.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to them. A spirited effort from Fiji. Tommy's told me too much rugby chat. He's bored.
Okay.
So,
love it.
Tommy just wants to do anher intro or something.
Tommy just wants me to read his intro again. Mate, fair dinkum. Let's get into some stuff for you, Donno.
Yeah.
Western Force. When do you actually start your pre-season? When are you running the sandhills there at Cottesloe? Are there sandhills at Cottesloe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there?
Oh, no, out the front of the army barracks you do a little bit of sand stuff there.
When are you back?
I head back in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So the boys have been back for 2 or 3 weeks now, I think. I got a bit of an extended break because I haven't had one yet this year. So it's been nice to be on break. But yeah, 2 weeks I'll head back and then get 3 weeks in before Chrissy. So yeah, it should be good. I've heard it's bloody hot over there, as it always is. So yeah, keen to rip in.
What are you ripping into when you get there? Is it the Bronco? Is it a yo-yo test?
Yeah, it's a Bronco these days. The boys have already done one, so I assume I'll be doing one.
What's your Bronco time?
Once I get over there.
Yeah, what's your time there?
4:28's my best.
4:28.
Swoop, you're not on the microphone.
Swoop's
down.
4:28. You beat Swoop. Swoop did a whole pre-season of just Broncos,
Yeah.
and he still didn't get that.
What's your best Bronco time again?
4:27.
Of course it is.
And you, Drew, what did you?
Oh, I don't think I've ever done a full
did you
Bronco.
never?
They kind of came in after I finished.
Yeah, yeah, they would have.
Yeah.
The boys, we were chatting earlier, and this is actually in the Patreon app. It's a good time to do the Patreon sell. If you'd like to get on, it's only $2 a week. Drew bought an amazing item in. It's a diary. It's somewhere here.
Yes.
If you just want to hold it up. It's the diary. Drew, do you want to explain what it is?
Yeah, so 100 days out before the World Cup final in 2015, Michael Checker gave everyone in the squad one of these, and staff as well. And we had to... So basically there's some things there that we think exemplify a bit what is it to be a Wallaby. So like committed to excellence, smart and create, like all these little things. And we have to write in it each day as to how we portrayed that day or sometimes how we didn't. And also on the back page, we wrote what our why was. So there's a lot of chatting around what is your why and why do you do it and why do you put yourself in these positions. So that was ours. And yeah, each day going all the way down to the World Cup final, we just wrote in our journals and we thought it was just something private, but then all of a sudden about 20 days in or something, we had to put them in the team room and everyone could read your diaries.
So we've actually already recorded the Patreon, and it's fascinating. So we go through Drew's diary. He reads out his why. He also reads out his first page, which is remarkable. So please, there'll be a link at the top of the comments and everything. Just go and click, get involved.
Safe to say, my first day was rock bottom.
Yeah. But only up from there. So the reason I bring it up is I'm now fascinated by this idea of the why. Have you ever, whether the Wallabies or the Force, have you ever sat down as a group and said your why as to, why you're a professional rugby player playing for these teams?
Super Rugby, yes. Wallabies, not so much. I guess the coach always talks about first camp or whenever you're in, how do we want to be perceived and, what our identity is and stuff like that. Nothing really individually or personal, but Super Rugby, there's always a fair bit. Different teams, they like to build culture throughout pre-season and, Chrono gets boys up sometimes to talk about their why, or Darren Coleman back at the Tars a couple of years back now, he was massive on that. He got boys up he called it the chair, so you'd get up and you'd explain whether it was hardships that you've been through and or what your why was, why you're here. So it does happen, and I guess it just depends on who the coach is, but yeah, it does bring the team together, I feel.
DC did that for us in America as well, but you had to bring an item from whichever country because people come from different places. So you bring an item of something special for you, what that thing means for you.
What did you bring in?
I had 2 fridge magnets, just ones that I would take everywhere, which had family on them.
And you obviously paid for the fridge magnets.
Because you're a mad klepto with fridge magnets.
Yeah, so these ones were, I don't know, Bianca actually did them. They were, done up, looked nice, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what happened.
And were you in that team? Did you bring an
I
item?
was in that team. Yeah, I brought an item.
What'd you bring?
Goggles, ski goggles.
That's right.
Start of the year to put myself in a position. I use it as a bit of a inspiration, really, to get to the last game, get to the change rooms as a world champion, where you spray the world. Yeah.
I thought you just had a ski holiday planned.
I've still got them.
Yeah,
I'm going to bring them next week.
Yeah, bring them in. And you won, didn't you? The Guiltinis?
Yep. Yeah, we got.
Yeah, because I bought the goggles earlier.
You sprayed them. Do you want to tell us your why, or is that a private thing? I don't know how it works, boys. Do you remember what your why was, Donno?
It's probably changed a little bit, but I guess for me, just probably like most boys, to be honest, make your family proud, make myself proud, play for my country. That's probably the biggest reason why I play rugby is I want to play for Australia and dominate at that level. And I still feel like I haven't played my best footy, probably in parts at super level, but yeah, my why is just to really prove to myself that I'm good enough and play for my country, really.
That's a good one.
I'm right into the why now. We're going to do our own whys as to why we do
Why
the
we do the
podcast next
podcast.
week.
Yeah. Why not, Prof?
Why we put up with everything.
Yeah, especially when you're not making any money. We're just like, why the fuck are we doing this?
Yeah.
We'll answer that next week. That's going to be.
So it's not what is that why, is it why the fuck are we doing it?
How will the Force go this Yeah, Donno. Obviously, Kirtley's back again, a good mate of the boys. A lot of the team has.
He's KB.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, he's re-signed on for another one, which is good.
What should we be looking out for here, mate? You guys, you came out of the blocks last season.
Yep.
And then sort of tailed away after a few injuries. But how are we looking for 2026?
Yeah, hopefully better. I think we've lost a few players.
Recruited well.
But we've recruited well at the same time. So we've got a few new props who have come in from different super teams, which will be really handy. That's the position I guess we need most.
Yeah.
Harry Jonathan Holmes, back fit. Apparently he's training really well. Signed that big Molina from Argentina.
And an Argentinian halfback as well.
Yep. So we signed Nathan Hasty from the Highlanders, halfback, and an RG halfback who came off the bench on the weekend.
George Bridge.
Darby
great at
Lancaster.
Crusaders, yeah.
KB's back. So yeah, we've recruited quite well, I feel. New defence coach, new forwards coach. So yeah, it's all looking positive, but you never know until you start playing.
What's the draw looking like travel wise? Is it better?
Yeah, it's better. It's very different. We'll get 2 or 3 home games and then 2 or 3 away games.
Yeah, so it's grouped together. So not back forward. Yeah.
Last year we were back forth.
I tell you, mate, I've always said this. Whinging helps.
Absolutely.
Whinging works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, remember Whitey last year talking about it, and they were saying that they need to be grouped and whatever. Yeah. And people whinged last year.
Chrono went hard. So
Now look what happens.
No, if you don't whinge, no one knows how you feel.
Exactly. So that's why I'm a big whinger.
You're a
And I
huge
always,
whinger.
You guys
One of the
I
greatest
always
whingers.
get what I
I
want.
generally just cop it. I don't really complain.
No.
Oh, unless it's about a flight.
Yeah, that was promised.
Now, is Whitey... I know that he's retired. Is he retired from all forms of rugby? Is he retired from Super Rugby?
he's
as
done
well?
from Super. He's going into a coaching role, I believe.
So he's still around the force?
2 years at the Force. I don't think he knows what the role is yet. He's trying to do everything, but something to do with attack and backs and skills. So he'll be around once his knees are all
Yeah,
good.
has he snapped his legs yet?
Yeah, he has.
Mate,
He has.
I inboxed him the other day because he was doing a little walk, and I said, "Mate, who's that 6-footer?" He goes, "Mate,
I've not seen it. Has he?
hang on, I'll get my." my
he's-
I'm
Yeah,
telling
he's
you,
done
he
both of
needs to come back and play in the second row. This
So
is
he's
what he
done
needs
both
to
of
do.
Yeah.
And what he's
He's
just
been
like
in a
Forrest
wheelchair, I
Gumping
think.
around, is he?
Yeah, he's been in a wheelchair for a bit. He might be walking
Good on
around.
him.
Yeah, I texted him. I said, "Who's the 6-footer?" He goes, "Honestly, it's crazy what life is like up here." I said, "You must be getting dizzy from the altitude."
How do you think he'll go as a coach? I'm asking all of you that have played with him. Will he?
Well, I mean, it's different. It's difficult because when I was playing, he was not a senior player.
Yeah.
But he's
okay,
obviously,
yes,
so you don't hear as much of how he sees the game. But obviously, the way he played, you could see he gets rugby and he's smart, and it's more about your ability to communicate well.
Yeah, and to temper the emotion, I suppose. Like, he was obviously very emotional. He was yappy on the field and whatever.
I think it'd be quite good. Obviously, me playing with him as he's gotten older and been more senior, he was basically a coach at the Force the past couple of years anyway. So,
Yeah, right.
like you say, he's quite snappy on the field. I don't know what he'll be like in meeting rooms as a coach or on the field as a coach, but I'm pretty keen to play underneath him.
The hard part, I think, I mean, you would have experienced it, Swoop, is going from being a player to then straight into a coaching role is to not blur the lines of still being mates like you are a player, because you need to have that authority over them in terms of the coach-player relationship. Like, getting that balance right, because they're obviously still going to be mates and they'll have that connection from playing together, but all of a sudden your role and your relationship is different.
Correct. I think the trick is, which you don't really prepare for, is rather than coaching, like particularly kind of like skill coaching or that kind of elite, high technical, tactical coaching side of it, is player managing. Because he's going to be dealing with a younger generation. It's not his generation, being able to balance the emotions that come with that, being able to stay calm, communicate well, but player manage, moreover, coach.
Yeah.
How'd you go with the blurring of the lines? Did they ever blur?
Yeah, pretty well. But my biggest issue was that I was probably more of a coach as opposed to a player manager in a way.
I think because if you've got a good culture, people understand that when Swoop speaks rugby, he's not our mate anymore. He's now our coach. So you can't take it personal. You take that feedback, so the players have to drive that. And then once you're away from the rugby field, then Swoop, he's holiday Swoop, like you can understand the difference.
Yeah. I mean, you guys did a lot of player activations, which I had to reluctantly step away from.
No, I'm just looking at you with those glasses on. You look like that guy from Up
You do.
Who's
old
George?
man.
with the balloons.
Yeah, the old bloke.
He lost his wife, so he went around the world.
Clooney.
Because they're prescription, right?
Yeah.
There's someone.
Fantastic. Good luck to the Force this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Et cetera, et cetera. We will all be watching. We, Donno, are currently in the midst of it's a weight loss challenge. It's a health kick challenge. It's a feel better about yourself challenge, or courtesy of Whoop. You can see them there.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. How many weeks have we been going? I think it's 12 weeks.
Have we? I haven't locked in.
Well, the good news is you've got 7 more days.
Yeah.
So next week,
We're worried that maybe our after photos might be worse than
we'll
our
just flip
before
them. People won't
photos.
know. We'll just pretend. We'll hold up a newspaper or something.
So you're on track, aren't you?
Oh, I'm going to go massive on the post photo production, edit, everything. I'm going to just tuck them in. But yeah, I'm starting to look at my before photos as inspiration.
Have you ever used a Whoop, Donno?
I have, yeah.
They're
For a couple of years, actually.
Oh,
But,
did ya?
Yeah.
They're very good. You can unlock your human performance and health span. It's been fantastic having them on board. They're also going to check in post-Christmas because we've actually only got one episode after this one. And then Whoop's going to come on board for a couple more weeks just to see how we go after the turkey
So when's the
blowout.
reveal?
The
Next
reveal
week?
is next week.
Oh, shit, I can't make next week.
We set ourselves goals to do with body fat percentage, which we all regret immensely.
Yeah. I'm going to be fair way off mine.
That's okay. That's all right. It doesn't matter.
Just competing with yourself, Beef.
No, and I'm losing.
We're hoping to do a Whoop golf challenge is the other thing as well.
Oh, this is new?
Yeah. Do you want to speak to you blokes
No.
about this? Yeah, we're going to be playing golf against other people that use Whoop, and we're looking forward to it. Hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to. How do you guys go with the sticks? Can you
Handy.
handy? Can you play a bit of golf?
Yep.
And do you Swoop?
Yeah, all right, single figures.
Do you play golf, Donno?
Here and there, yeah.
You guys are
I
right.
reckon Donno goes well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's all over his Instagram.
And then these are a few of the other famous athletes that use Whoop. I don't know if you've heard of this guy, LeBron,
Kidding.
Kevin Durant,
oh, the tarantula.
Patrick Mahomes, Ronaldo. I'm assuming that's the fit one.
Either way, I don't mind the other one. He's
He's good.
He's
I like
great.
him. I used to like his haircut.
I'd prefer to go on a night out with that Ronaldo.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Rory McIlroy. Rory. And Sabalenka. So everybody's getting on board. Join our Whoop community. It's exploded. There's a link. It's whoop.com/KOKO. There's plenty of chat on there. You can watch our progress. God bless you, Whoop. Please come on board again. I guess the last thing, 2 things I want to do. Let's forecast France v the Wallabies. Have you got something for me?
Well, I was going to
before we
say
do?
as well, just a little one, the World Rugby Awards. Now, they'll actually come out, the Dream Team will come out probably a couple of hours after this is released.
Okay.
So I can't
Actually say who it is.
say who it is because we go to air beforehand. But let me just say that the panel of the people picking it, myself, Victor Matfield, Sergio Parise, Italian, Fiona Coghlan of Ireland, Blaine Scully, Jacques Berger, Namibia, Ugo Monnier, and Kieran Reid. So we've been having a series of calls throughout the year, and we can only go on international form. So nothing from club comes into account for these awards. And so this panel in particular, we're picking the men's Dream Team 15, the Breakthrough Player of the Year, which is from last year's spring tour all the way up to now, and the Player of the Year. So they'll sort of start to announce the Dream Team, and the nominees for those other 2 awards will be out tomorrow night, or tonight once this is aired, and then the voting's happening now for those players.
How does the voting work amongst?
So through many different discussions, we basically shortlisted to 4 nominees for the Breakthrough Player and the Player of the Year, and then we do a 3-2-1 and privately, and then we won't know who.
What are
wins it
the
on.
odds that both those will be a forward, because the selection panel is very forward oriented?
Because it was
Because you only-
Peter Steph Toit last year, right? Who won player of the... He's a big
Are you
forward,
saying
yeah.
that Drew will just
No, Artie
cop it
won
and not
last year.
really voice his opinion? He's a
No,
bit
no,
weak?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, yeah, well, actually, maybe I am.
Well, there's 4 forwards, 3 backs, and Fiona. So not 2 out
Not too outweighed.
You're
No,
also-
honestly,
you
there's
will
been-
make-
there's been some robust discussions. Like,
Really?
yeah, and I think the hard part about this year is that a lot of international teams have rotated their teams a lot. So who you think might be, one of the players that are in consideration, like go back and have a think about how much footy they haven't played or how much, that we can consider and how much weight you put on that and all that sort of stuff. So it's actually been probably one of the trickier years to really, agree on a 15, but also the nominees as well, because, there's been so much rotation in positions and throughout the July internationals with the Lions tour, which disrupted that. South Africa are always changing their team. There's, the Wallabies are changing. Like, there's just so much rotation throughout all the selections throughout the year. So it's been probably a bit more of a difficult one. And players that have stood out in the Six Nations that maybe didn't have such a good July international series, but have come back. There's a lot that goes into it. But I'm happy to.
Can we have a guess?
Who you think might feature?
Well, should we just guess the player of the year? Who's been the best player?
Well, the way he rambled on there, I'm now lost. I don't know where I'm going to go because
Just pick the best
people have
player,
missed out.
I guess.
Well, I'm going to go with Artie.
Artie again.
Yeah,
Back to
maybe Artie. Has he played a lot of minutes? I'm just trying to think who's
Yeah.
consistently been picked.
Swoop, you got anybody? I'm going to go Ben Donaldson. I think
Yep.
he, for no particular reason,
Okay.
it's just come to
Do
mind.
games, so say the Lions tests, do they weigh as evenly as a Six Nations game? Every
Yeah.
game is just taken, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Maybe
you wanna-
Gibson Park?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he's
been
been
good.
very good. Dan Sheehan. Oh, he's gone quiet there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go
So,
that way.
what about the French team? Dupont hasn't been playing, has he? What about
No.
Ramos? Oh, he went quiet again. I've just picked two. Let's look forward. Let's forecast this weekend. Some cracking matches. Wallabies, France. We won't get too deep into it. Who's going to win?
The Wallabies.
Yeah, Wallabies. I've not
Wallabies.
been overly convinced with the French. I thought if the Fijians didn't get that yellow card, that game could have been very spicy.
Absolutely, yeah. Wallabies as well.
Wallabies.
Terrific. Wales,
Yeah, Wallabies.
Yeah.
Wallabies.
Don't forget we've got a guest here.
No, he said it as we
Oh.
started. Yeah. Wales, New Zealand.
New Zealand,
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Spain, Fiji.
Fiji,
Fiji.
Fiji.
Spain.
like it.
Italy, Chile.
Italy.
Italy.
Chile.
England, Argentina. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball.
Win Pumas for me.
Win Pumas.
Pumas.
And then,
England.
I'm going to go
gentlemen,
England.
I have saved this one till last. Ireland, South Africa.
I think South Africa. This is a big game.
Yeah,
It's-
this is huge.
What is it? Is it out of the last five? Because Ireland won the last one in South Africa, correct?
Yeah.
South Africa won the first one. They lost the second one.
Yeah. So this is the third game of the year for them.
Yes.
So the decider.
They did rest a lot against Italy, South Africa, so the players that start will be fresh.
Afrique du Sud.
Yeah.
I mean, they really need to, I don't know, try and keep 15 on the field, right?
Yeah.
Although they've been
Yeah.
impressive when they've had 14, but
I liked what I saw with Ireland. I'm going to give them a chance.
And Donno.
I think if Sasha plays well for South Africa, they'll win, I reckon.
Okay.
It's been on fire.
I'm going to go the Irish as well. I liked what I saw. Last but not least, a little Patreon question. This is what we do on Patreon. People send us questions. I like to pick a little one that's a little off centre, just for us to all to have a bit of fun at the end of the show. The question comes from Jake. I don't know where Jake is from, but he wants us to answer, what is a guilty pleasure we have that nobody knows about?
ooh,
I like
Or something you do when you're on your own. It could be anything. It can be freaky. Donno? No judgment here.
No pegs.
Who would like to go first? Has anybody got one?
Guilty pleasure that no one knows about. It's hard. These blokes know me so well. I got nothing.
Have you got one, Donno?
Well, like, my missus knows about it. That's probably about it.
Oh, here we go.
I love to have a bath, a hot bath.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hot bath, bit
you
of,
just went up to here with gits.
bit of Radox, hot
Yeah.
bath.
Do you like candles?
Oh, I got a few candles in my room in Perth. But
yeah, I like candles.
I just
Do you-
love a hot bath.
Is there a music? Do you put Enya on or
Not
anything?
really, just on my phone, watch
On your phone, watch stuff.
whatever.
Beautiful. And aromatics. Yeah.
I used to, game day generally, I get 3 baths in. I
Annoying when you're his roommate and you're hydrating all day.
Yeah, I know.
But
He's always welcome to hop in the bath.
I just pee next to
But
him.
back in the day, when you go Qantas, you could buy stuff on the magazine. You know those in-flight shopping, and you get this waterproof headphones and also a waterproof case where you could just play music, put your head underwater. Oh.
My mum's got a shelf, and
We've all got a shelf.
Muttley, he's back. Is it a nice shelf?
that's the problem. Okay, anyway, guilty pleasure. Who's next? Swoop, have you got your guilty pleasure?
Shelf is your guilty pleasure.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Moving on from the shelves. You, guilty pleasure, Swoop. Come on, mate. You.
I don't know if we want to hear this.
Yeah. Mate,
I'd love to be in your head right now.
What's appropriate? What's not appropriate? What are you
I don't
actually
know.
guilty about?
One
What are
that
you not?
is it one that I turn on? Is it one that I eat?
I'll go. Mine's crunchy peanut butter. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Like-
okay. I'll give you one. Peppermint Cadbury chocolate.
Ooh.
okay.
You know, little green goo in
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always,
That's a
always.
good one.
Yeah.
What do you have your crunchy?
Well, I put on anything and everything. Like,
Your mum's shelf. Sorry, Prof.
Can we get back to your mum's shelf? I
no,
wanna
we
know what it's
can't.
about.
What? Can we? Oh, sorry, it's across the bar. She'll put a little glass. Well, it's probably sherry or something, you know.
Oh yeah.
She'll put she'll have a little book stand and. It's
And that's her guilty pleasure.
Yes,
the
it
shelf.
is in a
Gotcha.
bath. She's the same with the bath. Loves the bath. Sorry, yeah, peanut butter on everything and anything.
Peanut butter crunchy's a nice change.
Yeah.
But it's
Crunchy.
the organic crunchy. Oh god, actually, yeah, anything and everything. Sorry,
Have you got
who?
a bath table?
No, I haven't actually.
That's what I
Mate,
was
that's
talking
game
about.
changer,
That's
isn't
what
it?
I'm saying.
You're
The
talking about a
bath-
shelf.
No, that's the shelf. The bath table's
No, it's
what
not.
I'm talking
Your
about.
bath table's across, and it's got a hole where you can put your wines in.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, your shelf is real bad. But yeah, get that.
Game
mate.
changer.
Well,
I'll have to.
yeah, it's Christmas.
Guilty
Speak your missus.
pleasure, Drew.
I don't know if I. No, you know what? My guilty pleasure is probably just binging, like a TV series binge. I'll punch out 2 seasons in a day,
Oi,
and have no guilt over not leaving the lounge.
Landman, season 2.
Man, I watched it last night.
It's me too.
Yeah.
You know what you strike me as a bit of a guilty pleasure doer? Talcum powder.
No,
You're of that.
no, but you know I
Big dump.
Can I? I mean, I was once at West Pymble Swimming Centre, and there was a Japanese man. Is it a thing in Japan? And I
don't know.
walked in with my son to go to the toilet, and he had one foot up on a shelf, and
On
he
a shelf.
and he was going bang like that, and just up on the inside
With
of his
powder.
Oh, with talc or
With
just
tag, he was
spanking
going,
himself.
and my son was like, "What is that?" I said, "I don't know."
Oh, it brings back a lot of memories.
Um,
I even buy the, you know, the Rexona Cotton Fresh smells like talcum powder.
Oh, you like
Do you
that?
do
Yeah,
that?
just nostalgic, mate. A lot of
do
nostalgic.
you put it
vibes.
just in your undies or?
Huh? No, talcum powder that causes cancer. I buy the Rexona. I buy the Rexona. I think it's called Cotton
Disclaimer
Fresh.
here, we're not
That
sure if it
smells-
does.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's
but-
swoop science. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, I've got another couple to live.
Well, thanks for that question.
Thanks, Jake. Yeah.
By the
send
way,
it-
I've got a photo of him in his little bath.
Oh, you've got those things?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
they're
got a
Okay.
photo of a
Have you
lot
got a
of
photo of
things
your
on
mum's
this bloke.
Thank you for tuning into the KOKO. Yes, Tommy, have I missed something? Tommy, yes, sorry. Also, we gave away
Oh, footy.
a footy.
Just here
Yeah,
behind you.
just here. So we're going to start doing this. We'll actually do another footy giveaway this week. We sign it, KOKO boys. We might get Donno to
Yeah.
sign one as well. Might push the value up, which is good. Congratulations to the winner, Tommy. Can you give me
It's
the
Lockie
name?
Inwood from Brisbane.
Lucky.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, yes, congratulations to Lockie Inwood from Brisbane. There's your ball. We'll send it to you. Tommy will send it to you. So, well done. We'll keep your eyes out on socials. We'll do another giveaway.
Absolutely.
We've basically got to clear the set. So we'll sign it and we'll send it to you. Gentlemen, that was the show.
That was the show.
It's a good show. I know what a show. Donno, thank you for coming on.
thanks,
Yeah,
mate.
no worries. Always
Yes.
good fun.
Go well
Yeah.
over there in Perth. I'm sure we'll see you very, very
Very
soon.
much.
Anybody got anything else to add?
Oh, I think we should probably leave it.
Yeah, I know. I wish we'd finished 10 minutes ago, to be honest. Drew.
Cuckoo!
Oh, wow. That is the best video on YouTube. You know what you need to do now? You need to like and subscribe down there. Or if you want extra content, might be down there, you need to go up here or up here and get more of that gear. Thanks for supporting Kickoffs and Kick-Ons, and we will see you very soon.